Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you guys something very important. Sometimes we take our client's measurements and we forget to take some parts. Either we're in a rush or just a simple oversight. Or it could be that there's always something off about your crotch length, your crotch extension, your armhole depth, and the rest. But not to worry, here's a solution. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys the accurate formulas to get all these things correctly. Okay, without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to look at is the armhole depth, and the formula for this is bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5. For example, someone with bust 40 divided by 6, it will give you 6.6. 6.6 plus 1.5, it will give you 8.1, approximately 8 inches. So let's just do a quick illustration on this tiny paper here. I went ahead to mark the start line, the bust point, the underbust, the waistline, and the hip line. I went ahead to mark from the neckline. From there, after getting your data for your armhole depth, to step down by 1 inch for your shoulder slope. So that's what I'm doing here right now. I stepped down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Remember, this is just an illustration, not someone's actual measurement. From there, you take down the data of your armhole depth, which is 8 inches for someone with bust 40. And this your armhole depth automatically serves as your chest line. Your chest line, that is where you impute your bust circumference divide by 4 on the chest line. The armhole depth automatically serves as the chest line for this person and for everybody, right? So I just went ahead to connect from the chest line to the waistline to the hip line. I did this just to show you people a clear picture of what I'm trying to illustrate here. This is just like a small basic bodice, right? Remember, you step down by 1 inch from your shoulder line before you impute the data for your armhole depth. From there, you connect it to your chest line, that is your bust circumference divide by 4 inches, and connect it all the way to your waistline and then to your hip line. Next is shoulder to nipple, and the formula for this is bust circumference divided by 4 plus 1. For someone with bust 40, 40 divided by 4, it will give you 10. 10 plus 1 equal to 11 inches. So the shoulder to nipple of this person will be 11 inches. That's bust 40. Next is shoulder to underbust, and the formula for this varies, depends on your bust size. For someone with small busts of 34 to 37, it will be bust point plus 3.5 inches. For medium size bust of 38 to 42, it will be bust point plus 4 inches. And for bigger bust, someone that is busty from 44, 45 and above, it will be bust point plus 4.5 inches. So let's do a quick illustration here. For someone with medium size bust of 40, the bust points will be 11 inches. So 11 inches plus 4, it will give you 15 inches, and that will be the underbust of the person with bust size 40. Next is sleeve cap height, and the formula for this is bust circumference divided by 12 plus 1. Let's look at someone with bust circumference 36. You divide that by 12, it will give you 3 inches. 3 plus 1, it will give you 4. And someone with bust 40, you still divide it by 12, it will give you 3.3 inches plus 1, 4.3. You approximate it back to 4 inches because it is not up to 4.5 inches. Let's do a quick illustration here. Let's take it that this is a pattern paper or your fabric unfold for your sleeve. So at the top here, you step down and input the data for the sleeve cap height, which is 4 inches, and just do something like an inverted S or something like what I'm doing here to cut your sleeve, an inverted S. From there, you just connect it all the way to your sleeve length. So this place here, right here, this is where your sleeve cap height stops. That is off shoulder neck width, and the formula for this is bust span, that is your nipple to nipple plus 1 inch. For example, someone with a bust span of 8, it will be 4 unfold, that is divided by 2, it will be 4 unfold plus 1, it will give you 5 inches. I hope you understand. From there, you impute it after taking off your 6 or 4 inches away from the neck, from the shoulder line for your off shoulder. You will step in by the 5 inches which you got from here and impute your armhole depth as I am doing here, right? Step in by 5 inches, impute your armhole depth, and then this side here automatically is your off shoulder neck width. If you don't want it straight, you can step down by 1 inch, half an inch, depending on how deep you want it to be, and still connect it all the way to the armhole, like so. Next formula is off shoulder sleeve, and the formula for getting your off shoulder sleeve is round shoulder minus round neck divided by 4. Someone with a round shoulder of 40 and a round neck of 20, you will minus 20 from the round shoulder, that is 40 minus 20, it will give you 20. From there, you will divide the 20 by 4, it will give you 5 inches. When cutting an off shoulder sleeve, you impute the data, which is 5 inches on fold. The next formula is your crotch length, and the formula for this is hip circumference divided by 4. Example, someone with hip 40 divide by 4, it will give you 10 inches. And this formula right here is for normal waist line. And if you want it to be a high waist, the formula for it will be hip circumference divided by 4 plus 2 inches. Example, 40 divided by 4, it will give you 10 inches. 10 plus 2, it will give you 12 inches. That is for high waist. If you want a normal waist, it is hip circumference divided by 4 plus hip circumference divided by 4. It will give you 10. That is for normal waist. If you want a high waist, you will add 2 inches to whatsoever data you got. Let's do a quick illustration here. Take it out. This is your pattern paper, or your fabric that you want to cut your trouser, your pants. So this is the starting line. The starting line. You step in by your hip circumference, which is 10 inches for that person over there, and after stepping in, you impute your crotch depth. This line running down here is your crotch depth. You understand? Which is hip circumference divided by 4 and plus 2 for high waist. The next formula is your crotch extension, and the formula for this is hip circumference divided by 16. Example, someone with hip circumference of 40, you divide by 16, it will give you 2.5. So the crotch extension for this person of hip size 40 will be 2.5 inches. Let's also do a quick illustration on this paper. After getting your crotch depth, that line running down, you will input your data for the crotch extension and connect it from the crotch depth to where the crotch extension stops and bring it all the way down. So this extension right here, this is your crotch extension. These are the things that you put into consideration to make a perfect pant for yourself, your crotch depth and your crotch extension. I hope you found this video helpful. If you do, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. See you in my next video. Bye.